Hello guys, welcome to a new Get Rekt gaming news video. Yet again, I have some spicy news for you guys today. This is the second part of a two-parter video about a big Xbox leak. A lot of games got leaked through the FTC court case as well as new hardware. In today's video we're going to talk about the new hardware that's coming our way. I just made the first video if you're interested in that. It's about all the leaked games. Elder Scrolls 6 is in there, but also the Oblivion remake, Fallout 3 remake, Ghostwire Tokyo 2, Dishonored 3. Click on my newest video on my channel. It's a lot of stuff leaking today about Xbox, and this is the second video. We'll talk all about that in today's video, so sit back, relax, enjoy, take a beverage, and let's get on with the news. So this is the second part of a two-parter video about a lot of Xbox stuff. In today's video, this video will talk about the hardware stuff. Let's just get right into it because this stuff is pretty crazy. I will take a look at a compilation of stuff from Wario64. Shout out to this guy on Twitter. He does a lot of good stuff for the gaming community. Xbox Series X refresh mid-gen information leaked thanks to the FTC documents. This is all from Reset Era. Xbox Series X refresh digital only 2 TB storage targeting launch for October 2024. New Xbox controller with a gyro as well. So I have here some screenshots that we will go over, and we have actually a mock-up. Keep in mind, I will show it to you guys. This is not maybe how the final mock-up will look like. So keep that in mind. Here we see Brooklyn, Project Brooklyn, Xbox Series X refresh, the most powerful Xbox ever. Now adorably all digital. So some of the features: beautiful and innovative design, more internal storage for games, 2 TB, USB-C front port with power delivery, a new, more immersive controller, and the same great price for $500. Updated technologies, all new South-bridged and modernized I/O and substantially efforts. Wi-Fi 6 6E radio for better throughput, latency and interface mitigation, and BT 5.2 radio, I think that's Bluetooth maybe, I don't know, for improved accessory experiences. Okay, 6nm die shrink for improved efficiency, reduced PCU power by 15%, new low power standby mode is 20% off current Xbox Series S standby mode, increased use of PCR on housing, 30% less and 100% recyclable packaging. So this is how the new Xbox Series X looks like. Pretty sleek design though, I will say. It's more round, which is more futuristic in my opinion. Looks pretty good. Still looks like a PC tower in my opinion, but the Xbox Series X was a PC tower, of course. Now, I don't know if this is really a more powerful console, as in like more powerful than the Series X. If that is true, because they only talk really about the storage being upgraded, as well as some USB-C power delivery stuff, reduced PCU, that type of stuff. But I don't really see anything too big on the specs yet for, let's say, a mid-gen upgrade refresh. And this is only digital. That's okay for me, as in if it is an option next to the Series X. But if there is an actual mid-gen upgrade which is more powerful than the Series X, I don't want that to be only digital. So that actually worries me a bit. We shall see about that. Pretty interesting stuff. Then there's also the new controller, the world's best controller. And what it basically has: Xbox Wireless 2, direct to cloud, Bluetooth 5.0, 5.2, seamless pair and switch, new mobile app features, C-pair device and cloud, manage device and accessories. So haptic feedback. They want to implement the haptic feedback. The PlayStation has pretty good stuff. I really love the haptic feedback from the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. So Xbox implementing that stuff is very nice. VCA haptics double as speakers as well. That is very cool. Accelerometer, quieter buttons and thumbsticks. More durable, rechargeable, swappable batteries. Oh my god, they finally are going to ditch the AAA batteries. So basically it's taking features from the PlayStation 5 controller, which is always good in my opinion. We also have mid-gen devices line up delivering on player needs. Here with a chart. And you see here the different consoles: Xbox Series X, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series X in XDL, Xbox Universal Controller. I'm taking a look at if there is anything really that much different spec-wise. So far it seems to be very similar. And maybe this is also part of Xbox Series X and Series S upgrades. We don't actually know that. There might also be new versions for a Series S and a Series X. But there isn't really much difference. Only the fact that one is all digital, shall I say. Okay, wait, no. Content delivery. All digital, all digital, all digital. I don't know about that. If that is actually the mid-gen devices, that is going to be not great, in my opinion. I want my discs. I'm not looking forward to an all-digital future. I will be honest with that. I probably will skip then the next Xbox if it is all digital, at least the mid-gen upgrade, because I want to be able to play my discs through backwards compatibility. Otherwise I will just wait until the actual next gen Xbox system. But yeah, I'm not a fan of it if it's all digital. And we see here some launch timelines. Fiscal year 2024, fiscal year 2025 is when they expect the mid-gen consoles to be announced. Okay, so these are actual mid-gen upgrades. Oh, that is not great at all. Ouch. So Project Allenwood and Brooklyn simultaneously announced. September, Allenwood will release around $300 and Brooklyn 2 terabyte will launch around $500. Okay, this is actually a pretty big deal. They want to push us into all digital. I'm not a fan of that whatsoever. I'm discovering this live as I'm recording this video. So you have my live reaction as well. I don't really like that at all. Of course, Xbox does have Game Pass, and that is an all-digital service, but I want my physical options. I will not be happy if this is all only digital. I will be honest with you guys. To be fair, they are not upgrading the price of the base Series X to a higher price than just $500. So it's not going to be magically $550 or $600 for a stronger mid-fresh update. The fact is, we haven't seen hard evidence that it's too much more powerful than a Series X. So if it's not that much more powerful, I will just stick with my Series X and being able to do discs, because I don't want a digital only that's more powerful in my opinion. So that is all about this mid-gen refresh information for the next consoles. But that's not the only thing, because there is more from Xbox that leaked hardware-wise, which is a cloud streaming device as well as a handheld. And these are just mock-ups. I have a screenshot here of a handheld. I don't really know what this handheld is capable of whatsoever, if it will be a native playing device or something like the PlayStation portable thing that they are doing now. I totally forgot the name. I made a video on it. But I really did not like that because it was streaming only. And I am not surprised if this handheld is also only streaming only. Yeah, I at least want this to be a native handheld. That would be a big punch towards the Nintendo and also Valve's Steam Index. Is it called Steam? I totally forgot. But Valve's handheld system, that would actually be a big competitor if it is a native handheld, not just streaming. And then we also have this cloud device, which is a very small box, probably for guys that do not have any game console that want to be cheap. You can buy this maybe for $100. Put this on your TV with an HDMI connection and then just play through internet connection. And you don't need local hardware to run these games on. So these consoles will be native hardware that will have the game running on the, shall I say, hardware. Or you can choose to stream the games, but you will need a very good infrastructure for it and good internet connection. Probably very interesting to see where this is going, and I am not hyped on an all digital future. I will just let you guys know that. I would want Xbox to still coincide with physical as well, and if that's the case, maybe I will stay primarily on PlayStation platform as long as PlayStation can support discs for the future of gaming together with digital, because I believe that's the right future to do it both digital and physically. I am a collector of video games, you know, and also it's important for backwards compatibility, you know. I have a ton of PlayStation 4 games and Xbox One games that I want to be able to play on the next platform, and I want to be able to play them from my disc. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of this stuff? I am not a big fan of all this all digital stuff. Xbox is also looking towards gaming powered AI to upskill stuff, an upskill technology, basically just like DLSS that Nvidia has and AMD. You see here a chart as well for that. Game performance, super resolution and deep neural network. Frame rate interpolation, basically to upscale frame rate. xCloud latency compensation. A lot of very interesting AI upscaling technology. And I am for that. I'm not against that. If AI upscaling can do a lot for the frame rate for games as well. We have it on PC and it's very usable. DLSS and FSR respectively for a lot of new next-gen games. So to see that incorporated with an Xbox console would be very interesting as well. And that would maybe give us more options that next-gen games don't have to run at 30 FPS. That would be very cool in my opinion. Also, apparently Phil Spencer has been looking to acquire Nintendo, Warner Brothers, ZeniMax and Valve at one point. Of course, they bought ZeniMax, they bought whole Bethesda, but they were also interested in Valve, Nintendo and Warner Brothers. Now, I can tell you guys, Nintendo, they are never going to sell. They make so much money on their own selling Nintendo Switches, and it's the best selling console still to this day. Reaching almost 120 million Switch units worldwide. That's, I think, almost the same numbers as the PlayStation 2. I could be wrong. Nintendo doesn't need to sell to anyone. They are never going to sell, I can tell you. So Microsoft can go into talks with Nintendo, but that's not going to happen. Maybe I can see like a deal with Nintendo to put Game Pass on a Nintendo Switch console. That would be very cool if you could stream Xbox exclusive games on a Nintendo Switch. Maybe the next Nintendo Switch. with Game Pass. That would be very interesting. That could maybe happen in the future. Maybe Warner Brothers could be something to take a look at, and Valve as well. But Valve also makes so much money with Steam. I don't see it happening. I don't see Valve selling them and themselves and Nintendo. I find that kind of balloony, to be fair. Even though Microsoft did buy Activision Blizzard, that's still a publisher. That's not a whole platform holder. Nintendo is a platform holder, guys, and Valve as well even. So I don't see that happening whatsoever anytime soon. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like this video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more gaming news, leaks, everything related to that stuff. Mostly I cover single player games. Also visit my social media in the description down below, and I will see you guys in the next Get Rekt gaming news video. Bye bye.